What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We got another tutorial today. This one's gonna be on a lineup resurrection. I'm gonna show you guys how I do lineups and how to get it nice and crispy if someone doesn't have the best lineup. And also I'm gonna be going over, the best trimmer to use while lining people up, alright? So we're gonna go ahead and get into it, right? So stay tuned. Alright, so first we want to go and push the hair back and pin it up with the clips or hair grippers, anything like that, just to get the hair out of the way so you know what you're working with. And after that, what I'm going to do is comb those hairs down like that, and what I'm going to do is debulk. So what debulking is where you remove the excess hairs so that you get so it still stays dark enough, but there's not overhang of hairs or anything like that. So when you go to punch the line in with your with your trimmer, sorry, you're gonna get a nice crispy lineup. You don't have to push the hairs over and then end up pushing them back. So usually relatively I like to use like clipper over comb or scissor over comb, or if they have some thick hair, a number 2 guard is usually good. Next, we're gonna go ahead and start from the middle of the head. I go ahead and tilt their head down a little bit so they're a little bit neutral with me because I'm a little bit shorter. But I go ahead and bring their head down a little bit, start in the middle, and then I go to one side. It's up to you what side you want to go to first. I naturally just go left more often or not, but sometimes I'll also look at their hairline and see which side is higher. I'll go to that side and I'll make sure I won't push that side any higher than I need to because it's already high enough, and then I'll match the lower side to the high side. So right here, the trimmer I'm using is the Gamma Evo trimmer with an X Pro blade on there, and those things hit absolutely nice. They're super smooth and they give you crispy hairlines. But his forehead is a little bit smaller, so Gamma actually came out with these new blades. They're like kind of like the slimline blades, and they work perfect for these areas or the mustache area. So I really like those blades. So now, as you can see, that side looks pretty good. You know what I mean? It looks really good. Now what we're gonna do is match this side to the other side. And as you can see, this is what I mean. Look how much bulk he has on his hairline. What I'm gonna do is gonna debulk that, and you're gonna see the difference between that. And now you notice how a lot of those hairs went away, where it's still dark, but now I could clearly see what was hanging over and where his natural hair is and what I have room to push back or push up, not push back, but just push enough to match the other side. So now I'm just following that same line that I started from the middle, and I'm moving to the right. And I know this side's a lot lower than the other side, so I now have some room where I could go up. But just to be safe, the first pass I like to go through with my trimmer and get it nice and crispy, and then I'll go and look back and see what side I need to move up a little bit higher. And we're doing lineups. Take your time, make sure your client's in a comfortable position. If they do move their head a lot or move their eyes, make sure to close their eyes so that their forehead's not wrinkling up or moving at all. And you want to go over it 2 or 3 times, and then take a step back, look at it, and then come back. Also, I'll have the link down below if you do want to grab your Gamma trimmer, or even if you already have the Gamma trimmer, you want to add the blade on there. I'll have the links down below. You could use JJ20 and you'll actually save 20% off. I used to have a 10% code, but I went and had them increase it to 20% just because I really love Gamma a lot, and I want to make sure you guys are getting as much as you can, as much value back as you guys can. But as you can see, the lineup looks pretty good. You can tell the right side is still a little bit lower, so I'm going to go back and slowly push that back up a little bit more. And also, sometimes you want to ask your client too, do you want it symmetrical as possible, or do you want it natural where it looks pretty good but not too much grow back? Because some people, they don't like the grow back, especially if you got to really push them back or anything like that. So you want to ask your client, like, do you want it to look as symmetrical as possible but I might have to take some hair off, or do you want it as natural as possible where you don't have that much grow back? So that's a good question to ask your clients as well. Next, we're gonna go ahead and take our razor. I always love to use my Turkish razors. You guys probably already know this by now. These are the new colors, the gold and blue scheme, or the red and blue scheme that I like a lot. But all you do is stretch your skin and keep that blade 45-degree angle and just follow that line you just created. Follow the same thing to the other side, and that's pretty much gonna do it. That's how you kind of tackle a hairline that's not the best hairline, but you want to get it to look as good as possible. That's the trimmer I like. I've been messing with the Gamma Evos a lot. They're honestly my favorite trimmers with the X Pro blade. Gamma just keeps coming out, Stylecraft keeps coming out with these hitters, so I love what they're doing. I support them a lot. Alright YouTube, that's the finished look. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys learned something new. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button. We hit 100,000 subscribers, so thank you guys so much. Truly appreciate it. Links for everything will be down below. And thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next one, alright? I'm out.